When men of other communities proudly exalt their women and proudly fawn over them, black men pedestalize women who present the least black as possible, or who aren't even black at all. Black men demands that you, black women, be down for your people and to support the black man, to not leave the black man behind just because you got an education or got a good job and made it on your own, only for them to do that very thing to you. All that riding and dying you did for them to ultimately reject you anyway. It's okay to admit that you feel betrayed. It's the truth. The revolution was televised and you were kicked out of the frame. But I want you to understand that this public disrespect of black women, this smudging out of dark-skinned, unambiguously black women and girls by our own men is centuries old, and it may not have started with your permission, but it continues with your consent. It was black women's unwavering support for these men that built their careers, that made them rich, and year after year they did projects that showed you that you are not the prize. You are the mule that gets them there. But you supported those projects anyway. It would be unfair for me to lay all of this at the feet of black women, especially for those of you who naively believe that uplifting black men means uplifting the black community, that a win for black men is a win for us all. The truth is that the more likely a black man is to succeed, the less likely he is to uplift the black woman to be beside him.
When you get on, you leave your ass for a white girl.
And when black men enter positions of power, their first target tends to be you. It's a hard pill to swallow when you realize that you exalted these men and they paid you dust, but it's what happens when your absolute loyalty comes at a price of nothing.
So I'm getting dragged because I say I listen to Cynthia G. Men are saying, I bet you're single. You saying that shit like it's an insult, like it's a bad thing. Yes, I would rather be single, at peace, instead of being with y'all, raising a child alone, being abused, being left a single mom with STD, and the list really goes on. I 1,000% am preserving myself. I mean, y'all do be telling black women to choose better. Now I'm telling you that I'm choosing better, and y'all are trying to drag me for listening to a woman who promotes choosing better and not dating y'all. Hell, dating y'all don't even go well for your preferences. I'm happily single and I'm safe too. It's so funny y'all thought y'all ate. You didn't. And I'm still going to keep listening to Cynthia G. She's the reason why I'm no longer a black male worshiper. Hell, I never chose to be a black male worshiper. But that's what the black community and the media conditioning, that's what it does to women.
I just watched a video of a lady called Cynthia G who spoke about the black man, or black man, because that is what I don't seem to agree with when you generalize that every black man are irresponsible. I that's why I'm saying black man, not black men, because hey, it is not all the black, even in America, it is not all of the men that are irresponsible. There might be more men that are not responsible, but that's what she has experienced, and that's what made her to generalize. But I'm saying personally, it is not all men. So, so she said a lot of stuff, and I have a video that I've put together for you guys to watch. Our experience is valid. I can't and I won't say that our experience is not valid. I'm not here to debate that. But I'm saying that, and I'm standing on that it is not all men. But first, let's go watch the video and let's come back together, because this topic is very interesting. I'm also very interested in it as well, because it's something that affects us as men, as black men, that has been given the mandate to rule the world. That's the truth. And all of these things that are happening, it has its aim and objective. So let's watch the video and I'll be right back. Credits are given to every content creator and the video used on this platform. And if you love this video, do it to subscribe and like and share. Okay? Thank you.
You know, people tell me I look Spanish all the time, but I'm really not. See this man right here? That's my dad. My mother is black and white, and my dad is black. Right here with Dr. Umar Johnson. Why? Because they're one and the same. They're both the same black men, in the words of Cynthia G. Black men are very disrespectful. Just like Umar Johnson, I can identify with his daughter because black men neglect their kids. They're known to be, abandoners of their children. They'll snuggle up next to anything that's not black or who is black and make a child and just walk away from them. They're perfectly fine with not knowing whether or not their kids have the next meal, where it's coming from, if they have health care, if they have education, if they have a place to sleep. They don't care about their children. And I don't know why everybody's so shocked that Dr. Umar ignored his daughter, then he gaslit her, then he called her names, then he tried to accuse her of being a clout chaser. That's funny, because you're the biggest grifter there is. And by the way, I'm from Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware. So that school that he keeps trying to bribe y'all for, it's not done. We can go past that right now. You want to see it? This is what black men do, in the words of Cynthia G. And I'll always quote Cynthia G because she tells it like it is. We need to start telling the truth. He has 8 kids by 8 different women. None of the mothers know each other very well. Actually, 2 of my sisters were born a day apart. Okay? Their mothers were pregnant at the same time. That's how crafty he is. This is the kind of stuff that has been celebrated. It's been tolerated. It's been, swept under the rug. How many different ways have we tolerated this, seen this over and over and over? And the community gets worse and worse and worse. And you know what's crazy? My mom screamed at me for 3 hours on the phone because I didn't marry a black man. I'm not married, and I'm not married to a black man. That's her biggest attitude with me. Well, if there's choices like my dad and her dad, who would be married to one? You tell me. They keep their kids, in the words of Cynthia G, once again, rooted to poverty, okay? Not knowing where their next meal is coming from, not passing down generational wealth. They don't teach them about finances. They don't help you get anything. I don't know. How about a car? How about resume writing? They don't care if their kids can read. They don't care anything about their kids. This is what black men do. And it's not punished. It's not criticized. It's not vilified. It's not crucified. It's celebrated. It's celebrated and it's tolerated and it's gaslit. And then we're told that we're crazy for wanting a relationship with our fathers. And the same Hotep song and dance, the dip and twirl that he did to his daughter was the same thing I got. He acted like he was doing something way more important, that his kids were just less than important. They weren't important to him. He had something bigger and better to do. I don't know. I would love to know what it was. And just like Cynthia G's father, my father also had an addiction and thought it was okay to be doing all kinds of deplorable things to women. So while you're trying to convince your daughter that you had something really important to do, guess what he was really doing? Pimping. And selling substances to his own community, tearing it up. This is the kind of stuff that goes on. And he knows I'm through with him. He knows I'm through. I've given multiple chances for a relationship. There's been a lot of back and forth for no reason. We could have resolved this a long time ago. And the same way Dr. Umar is gaslighting his daughter, saying that she has to be with the mother. What does a mother have anything to do with this? She has nothing to do with it. They don't take care of their children because they don't love their children. And we have to face the truth. We have to stop covering this up. This is the same nonsense. If she wants to reach out to me, I'm here. I know exactly what she's going through. And a lot of us should. And I don't know why we act like we don't. This is a problem. It's been a problem for a long time. A long time. And I'm tired of us having to scrape by and figure it out on our own when that's not how everybody else does it and that's not how life should be. We touch bases on some of this topic, but I really don't think black men get the cold, callous rebuking that they really need. I just don't think so. I think we need to do a better job at ostracizing this kind of behavior because it leads to all kinds of other problems, which I've also had in my life. Problems connecting with people. This is a real picture. I didn't Photoshop it. I don't have Photoshop. Just letting everybody know.
After watching Cynthia G's latest video that she did about the black community and asking ChatGPT certain questions, ChatGPT literally came back and confirmed everything that we have been saying about black men. What I noticed though is you have to ask ChatGPT to be brutally honest with you when you ask them certain questions, right? So I think I went in and I said, do not lie to me, be honest. Black men are more likely to abandon their children than other races of men. And then it came back and it showed me this. There you go. The truth in a motherfucking nutshell. In that video that Cynthia G did, she literally asked ChatGPT, what should black women have done the moment they realized that black men were not loyal? And that app came back and said, stop mothering black men, stop having children for black men, stop fighting for black men. It literally brought up stop fighting for R. Kelly. It brought up Tory Lanez. This is a damn AI app, y'all. And it literally brought all that up on its own. It literally told black women that you are not strong by continuing to be loyal to a group of men who have never been loyal to you. It said that it is indoctrination, which is exactly what it is. Because so many black women believe that black men is God. Like you believe that the black man is God. That's the funniest shit to me. I have never believed that. I don't know about y'all, but my God is not a black man. Okay? I don't know about y'all, but the God that I serve is not a black man. Because if he was, I wouldn't be serving him. My God is not a man who is known for betraying his own people. So I have never looked at black men as gods. And that is the one thing that has helped keep me safe. But this app is incredible. I am going to be exploring ChatGPT more and posting more because I want to see what else this app is going to say about the black community as a whole. I am very interested and invested because for the app to come back and tell black women that we should have stopped doing all these things for black men a long time ago, that just confirms everything I've been saying since I was in high school. I already knew that things were going to get worse if black women didn't stop doing certain things. And that's what I keep talking about on here. I'm telling black women what we need to stop doing. I'm not telling y'all what you need to do to get a man. I'm telling you what you need to stop fucking doing. So I want y'all to listen to this.
Let them burn. Their wounds are not your responsibility to heal. Remember, all I ask is what should black women do? Stop fighting with them when they won't even show up for you. Stop fighting for them when they won't even show up for you. No more black love fantasies when it's a one-sided spiritual bloodletting. Stop having children with men who haven't built anything, financially, emotionally, or mentally, because when he leaves, and statistically he will, When he leaves, and statistically he will, you and the child are left paying for his dysfunction. Revoke access to your womb, your time, and your energy until proven worthy. ChatGPT is telling you run away. Don't give them anything. Walk away from them until they prove they are worthy. Operate in emotional coldness where warmth is.
And this is amazing because at 17, 18 years old, I already knew that black women needed to stop doing certain things. Nobody had to tell me that. I knew that if we continue to just allow black men to treat us the way that they have, it would get worse. And that is exactly what happened. It got worse. And that's why the community looks the way it looks. I am proud of myself that I've always known that there was something wrong and something very different about the collective of black men. And I knew that I was never going to be a ride or die for a black man. I knew that since I was a teenager. I've always known that I will fight these dudes. I've always known that I'm not going to continue to love them while they sit back and treat us like shit. I've always known that. And that's the reason why black men don't get to come over here and do me no any kind of way. They never have. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm going to go ahead and toot my own horn. I've always been wise. I've always known that the time was going to come where black women were going to see the things that I saw all them years ago. I knew this was going to come. I knew this was going to happen. And when I say how grateful I am that God let me live long enough to see it, the fact that I was seeing this shit as a teenager and now it's all coming full, like now it's all coming full circle, is amazing that God let me live long enough to even see this. The day where black women are starting to realize you're going to have to learn how to walk away from black men. That's going to be your best option. So black women, this is pretty amazing. I invite y'all to ask ChatGPT some questions. Let's talk about it. Let's invite this AI system in on our conversations. Because for a damn computer system to tell black women to stop is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
I respect the view of Cynthia G. Solid. And I've even watched some people who said, is she married? She's not married. So if she's not married, she can't really understand. Let me also say that it is not until you are married that you can actually decipher or decode a man that is going to be good or that is not going to be good. Because principles are principles, values are values. Once you don't have it as a man or as an individual, people are not blind to see it. So that is why I can't agree with that. That, oh, she's not married. Hey, it takes a single person to be married. Let me say it again. It takes a single person to be married, because when you're single, your antennas are open to see what's obtainable, what's available, and you can pick from the options and grants. So if she says that she's not interested in getting married, maybe because of what has happened to her, it's because she has seen it. And you can't say that because she's not married, she can't understand. No. We are not blind. If you don't have good value, you don't have it. I'm not supporting, but at the same time, I'm not against. But the angle from which I'm talking, I will let you know now, because this is what I post: Black history, men, women, our history. We are strong. We're the origin of our colors and all that. And a kind of video like this is coming to deplete, to make irrelevant, to make of non-effect the role of a man. And when I say man, that includes man and woman, because it takes the seed of that man and woman to come together. Do you know, as a black woman, if you give birth, if your partner is white, the seed of that woman dominates the man. That's a fact. Because black can reproduce white, but white can never reproduce black. So that is why I'm conscious of what I'm saying. Even as a woman, you are strong. As a man, you are strong. Even though the gene of a man is stronger because the man produced a generational seed that, that's forever. But that's not even, let me not go there. But what I'm saying right now, both male and female black is blessed. That's what I'm saying. So let's go back. So I can't outrightly say that I want to pick that rhetorics. It's not a rhetorics, is an experience that she has gotten, right? I don't want to say that I want to exalt that above what we have been preaching and saying, that the bloodline of the black man is a blessed bloodline. Now, the issue that she discussed about men not being responsible, not taking care of their siblings, of their children, of their kids, their family, that is total irresponsible of any man that does that. I'm against it, and I'm saying it with all, I'm laying all emphasis on it. That is so irresponsible. That is so, just give me the word I can use. But having said that, you can't now say that you want to cut off the bloodline of the black because of one or few man that has done that you're not going to give your seed. You're not going to make yourself available for the man to create an offspring, knowing fully well that the offspring of the black is great and mighty. See the dimension I'm coming from. I'm not coming from the angle of, I'm coming from the angle of the potential, the greatness that lies in the seed of the black man. So what am I saying in essence? It is your responsibility to find a man that is responsible, that is accountable, that has all because you can't say that the black men in America is the yardstick for all the black men in the world. Let me say it again. You cannot say that black men in America is the yardstick for all the black men in the world. No, I'm a black man. Am I not responsible for my family? So I'm simply saying that the generalization is what I disagree with. But our view is valid, our experience is valid, and I respect it. But it shouldn't be based on that few examples that you have seen in your space. To now say you're not going to give your seed to black men are responsible, that women should stop giving their seed, getting married to them, giving birth to children for them. No, that's what I'm not in support of. Because American men does not make the generality of the black men in the world. Thank you guys for watching. There's a lot to say. I might still come back to this very topic, but I want to hear your view and your perception concerning this story, because it's art and trending and people are talking about it. And I just want to build a perspective that it is not totally true. Generalizing and making an assumption that every man is like, no, every black man is not like that. There are some blacks that are different, that knows that the bloodline that they are creating is precious and they don't joke with it. Thank you for watching. Let the conversation begin, guys, at the comment section. Let's talk about this. I'm waiting for you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.